Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in.
Hello.
How is everyone doing today? As you can see, I have Eddie Lugo Studios with us again. And we are back to talk about gadgets and tech and all that kind of jazz.
Yep.
So we are looking forward to having a chat tonight. Now, I can tell you that this particular show will not be the full hour like we normally do. I am hosting the football talk, so I'll have to cut out a few minutes early to get all that set up to make sure that we are good to go. That's right. Man, you's been kicking it too. You has been kicking it. So tonight we are going to chat a little bit. So welcome in. How are you doing this evening, Eddie?
Very good. Thank you.
Everybody likes their gadgets. So if you got a trick that you RV with or cruise with, a little gadget, Amazon just had their Prime days, and I bought a few things.
Yep.
So share them in the chat so we can all learn together.
That's right. And I'm actually going to pull up some of the stuff to show you guys from our Amazon store. So if you want any of it, take our link. We get a little residual, but it doesn't change the price you pay. But before we get started, let us welcome in the chat, and then we'll start talking a little bit. So first up, we have Nikki Lopez. Welcome in, Nikki.
Hello there.
The buttons are working this week.
I know they are working this week because I don't have the plug-in webcam, although we're still potentially having issues. We'll see. Next up, we got Kevin from Tuber Chat. Hello. Welcome in, Kevin.
Hello, neighbor.
Thank you so much for sharing us out. Hopefully everything's working with your computer. I know everything kind of froze on you at the end of your show last night or the night before. So, and then we have a member in. Welcome in, Alice.
Hey, Alice. Your heart's not working.
I know the hearts aren't working because I actually have the iPhone 10 up here.
We'll give her that.
Yeah. Brooklyn in the house.
Oh, I mean, we can still do it, but that's technically Eddie's.
I know, but we didn't give Eddie his yo.
That's true.
Even though the real Brooklynite here is Alice.
That's right. That's right. And then she's coming in on your channel as well. So she is channel surfing. Nice. Well, we got another member in. Welcome in, Liz. Thanks for coming in.
Hi, Captain Stubing. Howard, Gopher, and Doc. Permission to come aboard, sir.
Ace Ventura, when nature calls, when he's going in to the
That kind of fits
Yeah.
them.
So it is. It's Ace Ventura. No, it's not When Nature Calls. It's the original Ace Ventura Pet Detective when he's going into the house to do some research, and the butler comes out and his thing, and then of course the carnival horn. Yep. Then we have Dad's in there. Hey, Dad.
Welcome to the party, pal.
And then another member. We've got Danny Dizzle,
Hello,
the Fizzler
Danny.
Spectacular supporter.
I don't know where her button is. What button is? Button. There she is.
Welcome.
Ryan likes to move the buttons.
I can move the buttons.
Well,
Then everyone's saying hi to everyone. And we got cruising Chris M coming in on Luca's side of the house. Welcome
Hello
in,
there.
Chris.
hello.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
What's up? And everyone's again saying hi. And we appreciate it. All right.
All right, Eddie, what is the number one thing you have to bring with you on the cruise?
Yep.
This is my life insurance, my go-to guy, my producer, executive producer, director, everything you would think of, my source of living, my income, everything is right here in this little box.
Yeah.
Yep.
With me.
I've been on a cruise and forgotten my phone. I know what it feels like when you don't have it with you.
Yep. We were in the limo. That was when
Yeah.
that's when I got you guys the surprise limo.
Yeah.
Halfway down to the port of Tampa, she's like, I don't have my phone. And that was early iPhone when the iPods and iPod minis were going obsolete because the iPhone came out with everything. So she had no music or anything like that for the trip. So,
Felt like you didn't have, you were missing your left arm or something, you know?
yeah.
I worry more about this than I worry about my pacemaker.
And we got Cruising Complete coming in.
Hey Barry.
Barry. And I thought I saw Sherman. Yeah, there's Sherman.
I'm
Sherman's in.
I'm like
Hello
falling
there.
down on my
Mr.
docket.
Gim.
That's right.
They were on like late last night, weren't they? Sherman was?
Maybe till about like 9:30.
Yeah.
That's late.
Well, 9:30. That would have been Scotty J and Cheryl doing their
Yeah.
show as
Oh.
well.
They usually say till 9:30, and then Scotty comes in.
Yeah. And Alsane's her phone's only used as a camera when you're on a cruise.
No, I play my music. It's my videotaping sometimes, and my camera taking, whatever else. Because I don't usually get the social media package. We usually share one. We just pass it back and forth.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what
Welcome
we do.
in, Scarrow's Nest. Thanks for stopping by.
Hey Randy.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, Sherman was saying that they did go until 10 last
Okay.
night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I thought I saw somebody.
I was in bed by then.
Me too.
Cool, Nikki. Yeah, that's not too far. Mel and I were actually in Orlando this past weekend.
Yes, we were. We were in the Disney Springs area.
Yeah, we were
Or whatever else they call it.
Yeah,
What do they call it again?
I think it is still Disney Springs, but we
Oh.
were in that area for an Expedia convention.
You should call it the dump.
Uh,
You go and dump all your money in there.
yeah,
It was raining the whole weekend.
Wow.
yeah, it was. So thank goodness it was inside for the convention. But there's definitely a lot of little, things that you can use as far as tech and as far as apps go. So I guess the first thing we could focus on is apps. Every cruise line has an app, right?
Mhm.
And some of them are more robust than others, for sure. So that's definitely something important to download. I know the ones that we have used thus far have been Royal Caribbeans and Carnivals. And I like Royal Caribbean's because you can access stuff on it before you actually get on the ship, which is very cool. And you can see like your schedules and things like that and start to favorite and heart things like a week to 2 weeks out.
You kind of can do that on Carnivals. Is that what you're talking about too?
Carnival has started to update theirs.
Because that's how I found out you booked a massage appointment.
I know. Yeah, I tried to keep it a surprise, but she actually took my advice and called Carnival to fix her login ID, and then as soon as she logged in, she could see it all. The one thing I'm not 100% thrilled with on Carnivals is it feels almost like it's the website in mobile form in the app now.
It's not mobile friendly.
Versus an actual app that's designed to be able to see everything, but in an app format, if that makes sense. It's more like, a mobile version of their main homepage until you physically get on the ship. And then once you're connected to their Wi-Fi, it kind of flips to a more app-based, with decent being able to see stuff and things like that. So I think they're trying to give you that access ahead of time, but it's not, they haven't dumped as much money as Royal has, let's just put it that way, into the app presentation prior to getting on the ship. I'm sure that'll start to change as things go along. But Eddie, you've been on Norwegian, so what's their app like?
Have I used it? Ma, have we used the app? She's my technical advisor because a lot of what you're talking about, I'm like, okay. I believe we have. We kind of use it for the shows and stuff like that to go in to register for it, and I think to check out on dinner and stuff like that when we're going and the timing and all that.
Right. Okay. We've had a few more people pop in here, so we'll say hi really quick, and then we'll continue on here. But we got Scott.
God, the man, the myth, the legend.
And then Cruising with Chris M says, actually, that was going to be my next question because I know you've been on Celebrity as well. He said the Celebrity is very close to the Royal as far as functionality, so that's cool.
How are you? Celebrity made a dent on us. I think we both end up liking it. So
yeah. And you got Ross up beaches.
Hello there.
And Tiffany from up north. I know she said it's getting a little chilly up there.
Foolish mortal.
You should be here outside. It is 68, and it felt like it was like 62 outside. Me and Alice were having a conversation outside in the front porch before the show.
Right.
It almost seems like the cruise apps, you almost have to download them now.
Yeah.
Because in order to do certain tasks or do certain things on the ship, it almost seems like.
Yep. And Ross is saying NCL is pretty robust. It's up there with Royals as far as functionality goes.
Okay.
But yeah, I would have to agree. So in the past where you could get away with, not using the app, it's more and more so that's the way that they're pushing you. I mean, that's where you go to sign up for, if you're on Anytime Dining and you have to check in, you check in on the app now. Most of the time is where they're pushing you.
I mean, doing a brief thing of Virgin, because I just downloaded this one and put my booking in here.
Yeah.
It seems like it's very mobile friendly so far. There's a way to check in.
Hold it up to the camera there.
Let me make sure there's nothing on here. So we have 121 days to our cruise, but that's Virgin's, and you can see that it looks like it's got a place to check in. It's got your health information, embarkation information. In a few days, we'll be able to view our services and stuff like that. There's a messenger in here. There's a profile and a picture you can set up.
Cool. So yeah, we'll see that because of our cruise that's coming up in February. So we'll be able to put that through its phases.
I forgot where we're going. We're going to Jamaica. Okay.
Yeah, Jamaica and Grand Cayman, and then Bimini.
Oh yeah.
But that was going to be my next question because we're getting ready to go on the World America, and that's going to be here in November. So I'm curious to see how.
Yeah,
MSC's app
for
works.
me, it's basically what it's called. Oh,
So-
and apparently I've been kicked out of my login. So.
And Tiffany says it's freaking freezing up there.
It's still kind of warm here.
Yep. But I have to agree, Nikki. It's been pretty hot this season, and our wet season has actually been very dry as well.
Well, we got a bunch of rain for like a month and a half, maybe,
Yeah.
and then it stopped raining again.
It's raining here right now.
Yeah.
So we get our little 5-minute showers, basically. But definitely those apps are one to download. One of the other things I've seen is some of the more popular cruise ports are starting to put together apps for the port itself that shows points of interest and stuff like that.
Example.
One thing I can give an example that we utilized, it was actually through one of the local golf cart rentals in Bonaire. And the app itself was free, and you could use a lot of the stuff for free, but then they had pre-mapped out routes that took you on the southern loop and on the northern loop, or you could buy a robust package for both of them. They were like $8 a piece. But it was a pretty cool feature. You know, it gave you a lot of history and information about the port. You could use a general GPS already built in. And then if you bought the package from the moment you got off the ship, you could, if you have international plans, which we did, you could pull up the app and it would direct you from the cruise ship terminal to picking up the golf cart. And then you would just click next on your next point of interest. And it would basically then give you a map to, okay, this is where you're going to drive. And it's a normal GPS as you're driving the golf cart. And then when you get there, it pulls up information about it, with the different beaches, giving you some pointers and facts. And when you were done there, you click next stop and boom, it was set up to take you to the next stop. So you can keep an eye out for things like that. It definitely was, for that peace of mind, the $8 we sunk for the southern loop was definitely worth it. So have you noticed anything as far as apps that you like to use when you're in port or on a ship, Eddie?
Or is this
Well, if we had the chance to do Alice is the one that looks the stuff up and she lets me know. Like if we had the chance to anything we could do before we get on the ship, if we're able to catch anything, like restaurants, reservations, shows, even if there's something to do with the muster drill and we got the chance to check it, we always do that. Just to get ahead of it.
Yeah, definitely. Now I know a couple of cool apps that you can use is
Cruise Mapper.
Yep, Cruise Mapper is one.
Yep. So I don't know if you can see that, but if you're interested in like saying, hey, where's a certain ship right now? Like for example, here's the Carnival Paradise that just went under the Skyway Bridge in Tampa Bay.
Yeah. So
you can look up to see where not just Carnival, it's any cruise line.
Yeah. And the mapper, the Cruise Mapper, it's the center one there. So you can see it's just basically a cruise ship that has the ship. But that's kind of cool. So like if you're out at sea and you see lights on the water, you can pull up Cruise Mapper because it'll have cruise ships, but it also has a setting, if I remember correctly, for like freighters and stuff like that. So it's a really cool interactive one that you could see there. And then, of course, the other one right next to it is your shipmate. So that's the one that has a lot of good, robust. You can friend people out. There are little chat boards. You can plug in all of your cruises, even past cruises, to keep a running track. Woo-hoo, where is it? There we go. So you can see we got a couple of cruises coming up. over the next
It
years,
also
and then all
checks the prices.
the previous ones. But yeah, it also has a price checker, but the price checker is using.
What's he got?
He's got 23 days.
Oh.
Yeah. The price checker though goes off of Cruise Critic's travel agency, because the Cruise Critic is also a travel agency, so their price matching and the price drops are generally for their items, but it's a good indicator that you could at least take a look to see if it's gone down through your own agency. Because I can tell you there were some times where we got notifications that the interior spa room that we had on the Vista went down from $800 to like $400. And
Wow.
man, I hopped on and I was like, where is it? No. So whatever that price reduction was, it had to have been something in their group pricing that they still had access to, because through our travel agency and just looking on Carnival, it was still the same price that it held the whole time.
I have no idea where they got that price from.
Mm-hmm. But again, it's still a good monitoring just to remind you if it drops that you can take a look.
So has anybody else got any more suggestions on apps or anything?
But this is that Bonaire one I was talking about. So you can see it says Bonaire, and then when you click on it, let me see here. You can see it has a lot of interactive map tours, dive and snorkeling, top attractions, culinary. So it's got a lot of good information for free. And then if you click on, sorry, the reflection is killing it. You can see there you got the interactive tours. So we bought the southern one, but they have the Ultimate Island tour and then the North Coast tour. And when you click on it, it starts with the highlight on what it's going to take you to. And then if I click start navigation, it's not going to work, because it'll be like, you're not in Bonaire. But then you could do that, and it took you step by step. So definitely, as far as apps go, the cruise line app is a must. The cruise mapper we love, just because we're curious when we're out at sea and we look and we see a ship, who's next to us, what ships are next to us, what ships are in port as we're pulling into port, just for our own curiosity. And then, of course, the shipmate is a cool one to have just for all the tracking purposes. And you can enter your cabin number in there. They've got deck plans, and then the chats for your cruise, and you can have chats with friends and stuff like that. So,
well, here's another thing I do. I do Google Maps a lot.
mm-hmm.
I make folders for my trips or points of interest. Like, for example, I did Alaska last year of 2024. And then let's see if I can pull it up.
Yeah. So while she's trying to pull it up, basically you can drop pins as you find things that you like. And
because
then,
I'll make notes on it, like, hey, we went to this place to eat. They have great pizza. Or we went here and, the food was awful or something like that. So I have it broken in categories of food, places that's cool stuff, and stuff that's free, stuff like that. So I do that constantly. I'm already got a folder for our British Isles for 2027.
And she does it twofold, because she can sit down on the computer and research and drop pins and then pick it up on the app when we're there. Or while we're there and we find something, she can drop the pin there so we can research it later when we're back on the computer.
So I did one for Bermuda, but we didn't make it to Bermuda. We ended up canceling that cruise. But I do that quite a bit just to have points of interest and make notes. And that's how I remember stuff. So when we have our talking sessions, I'll have notes where, we went to here and we saw this.
Yeah. And then Chris is saying Princess is okay. Very glitchy off the ship, but no problems on the ship. Yeah. That's what we actually booked our British Isle cruise for in 2027 was Princess. So it'll be interesting to see.
I'm surprised on Princess, because Princess is the one that has all the smart technology.
Yeah, those medallions and stuff. So that'll be cool. So Ross is saying from a friend who's an inside source, Disney, Royal, and NCL apps are all made and managed by Google. So,
Okay.
which would explain why they're fairly robust then,
Yeah.
because Google knows what's going on. And then Alice was saying that today in Georgia has been the coolest day thus far in fall.
We have some wind today, but the humidity was just a little bit, cooler.
Oh, cool, Chris. Yeah, we ended up using I want to say Bonaire cruisers, right?
I probably have it in my Google Maps, so I have to look it up. I believe that because we were looking at one place and we ended up going another place just because of the timing. I think it's Bonaire cruisers.
Yeah, because this is hosted by Bonaire cruisers. So there were two, and we went with Bonaire cruisers because we were in port from 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. And Bonaire cruisers had an extra hour on the day because the other place wanted everything back by 5. And Bonaire cruisers gave us, I think, actually until 6:30 is what they gave us, or was it 6?
I think it was 6 because we got there like 5 minutes to spare or something like that.
But it was very easy. It was very, very easy. I think the other one, which might have been Cruising Bonaire, had more robust options as far as the type of golf carts you could get. A 2-seater, a 4-seater, an upgraded one that had like off-road tires and a 6-seater. So that one had a better overall option. But if all you need is just straight up, I need a 2 or a 4-person golf cart, Bonaire cruisers was fine.
Yeah, just make sure you book it kind of in advance because a lot of people have the same kind of idea because there's not a lot to do in Bonaire, so you got to book it up.
Yeah,
pretty monthly. What do we do it? 3 months?
We did it about 3 or 4 months ahead of time because that's one of the most popular things. So it does book up fast. People get there on that day and they think they're going to get golf carts, and the two most popular are like, no, we've been booked out for months. So definitely hop on it if you're looking at doing that.
Why don't we switch gears and start talking about stuff?
All right, we will. Rob, member in the house.
Welcome to the party, pal.
Rob has his own King of the
I know,
North.
but as soon as I hit the button, I was like, yeah, he has his own button. Sorry. There we go.
The king in the north.
So cool. Looks like you're able to get discounts. What for Disney? I must have missed. That must have been a side conversation I might have missed. All right, who else do we have? Oh, we got Mike. That's made it in. He does have his own too somewhere.
Oh, see, you moved buttons around.
Somewhere down there. Cruise Nuts, that one right there.
Oh,
Mike.
Mike.
Oh, hey, that was yesterday though.
Yeah.
And Rob wants to know where's his ship.
Where's his ship? What's he going on again?
And Liz hopped over to your
Granger,
side.
right? I think he's going on Granger.
Yeah.
I'm looking, Rob.
She's looking for it right now, Rob. And Chris says he likes to use. Oh, that's a good, very good recommendation, Chris. Mel and I actually just a week or two ago, I think maybe 2 weeks ago, upgraded to the paid version of ChatGPT because we've been using it so much more frequently. And we keep getting that error message about you've used all you can use on the ChatGPT 5. You've already uploaded as many files as you're allowed to upload today. Check tomorrow.
We not only did a couple other automations. We were doing flight checks every day, so it scans the flights that we were looking from here to here, and we tell the parameters that we want. So every day it scans it for us and sends us a message.
Yep. So yeah, we set up packages for both the Booze Cruise 4.0 that will be next October, as well as the British Isle cruise for 2027, and basically told it to search, I think, 3 times a week for flights, and went through the automated process that, once you start asking it questions, it'll ask you questions to finalize and drill down what you want it to do with the flight searches. So we've got it set up to where 3 times a week it looks for prices under certain price points, and then it'll give us the main fares that let you choose your seats and things like that versus the cheapy flights that you can't. And it'll tell us what the cost difference is between the two.
Here you go, Rob. It's right off of Cozumel right there. I don't know if you can see it.
Granger's off of Cozumel right now.
Yep.
And
just left Cozumel, actually.
Yep. And then what it's going to do is as we get closer, instead of checking 3 times a week, it starts to check daily when we get within like 6 months or so, and pushes us price reductions and things like that. So there's a lot of cool automation you can do going into planning your trip. And like Chris said, you can use that to do self-guided tours and things like that. So Alice said that she uses an Excel spreadsheet to track past cruises.
I've done that. I got that too.
I actually have one. I haven't really updated it in a while, but when we were cruising like 4 or 5 times a year right after COVID, I needed that to be able to track what I've spent, what I haven't spent, and what did I have onboard credit versus not, what drink packages and
What
excursions and so I could keep it all organized because we were going so many times. But now it's like twice a year is generally where we are right now. But that's definitely a good thing. Yeah, someone else is talking about universal
team member
discounts.
discounts. I thought somebody made the comment that they think Universal's going to do a cruise line.
I've heard some rumors on that, but haven't heard anything.
I heard rumors too, but I thought it was just people.
So Alice is asking, how does ChatGPT work to create the self-guided tours? So, Chris, I'm sure you can chime in, but generally it starts with you talking to it and saying, I'm about to go to this area. I need you to help refine, a self-guided tour of the attractions. Then the key, and this is the key that most people don't do, is tell it to ask you questions. Like give it a range of 10 to 15 questions. I want you to ask me 10 to 15 questions about my likes and interests to help design a robust self-guided tour in this port. And then it will ask you questions, and based on what you feed it, then it will go to the websites and the tour things and try to find things that fit your interest and package it for you.
Yeah. The more you tell your ChatGPT, the more it learns and retains that information and tailors the information more and more to you.
Yeah.
So it learns your likes and dislikes. Like we could say, hey, my YouTube channel tonight's doing this, 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 and this. Can you give me 5 questions to throw up for the audience? And they'll say, great, I'll give you 5 questions for your PK Adventure Travels, blah, blah, blah. So it learns who you are and your likes and dislikes over time.
Yep. And one of the things that we've learned, because I've been using it heavily, gets to the point where there is some cross-chat knowledge that it will learn about you. However, if you're doing something similar, it's best to stay within the same chat. But you will get to a point where it's got so much data that it's referencing that it will tremendously lag. So what I have found is if you tell it, hey, this chat is getting really laggy, it'll say, yeah, it's because we're blah, 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 blah. Say, give me something I can cut and paste into a new chat that will continue along the same lines and format that we've been using in this chat. And it will literally give you something to cut and paste into a new chat. And boom, now you're starting from not scratch, but you're starting fresh with a little bit of data. And you've got something you've entered with like your format on how you want it to answer you or how it wants you want it to set stuff up. So I've learned that as well. And you still I've noticed I've had to do a few tweaks when I do that because it's not as exact as it was in the previous chat, but it makes it so much easier that I don't have to go through all these questions again, and I can just tweak a little bit here and there to get it back to where it was. So that's definitely something to utilize there. And
yeah, because I'm already got a folder for a 12-day British Isle cruise, and I've already started a conversation with ChatGPT. And it actually gave me recommendations of, hey, do you want me to recommend hotels within a certain price range? Because we're trying to decide where we're going to fly into, and it tells me which airline or which airport is sometimes cheaper, which ones it's easier to fly into. Do you want me to throw a recommendation of things to do before your cruise or after your cruise? So you can build.
I mean,
it's endless.
Yeah.
Basically.
And it's definitely not like a search engine that just, I mean, Google is starting to have a little bit of an AI answer, but most of the times your search engine just kicks back articles that then you can go through. So the ChatGPT, it does all that for you with AI. You just tell it what you want, and it's going to search multiple sources and summarize stuff. But Ross is saying Guide Along app is great. It's got built-in GPS and narratives for hiking and driving tips. So Guide Along app.
I will check it out right now.
And then Chris has said he also uses cruise deck plans.
Yep, I've seen that.
And they have a lot of cabin pics and tours along with deck maps.
We've seen them before because they've actually pulled some of our
stuff.
Because we pulled it off our analytics to see who was looking at it, and they were pulling some of our ship tours.
Yeah. Like in your analytics, you can, like when you go into analytics and you're like, where are my clicks coming from? And it's like blah, blah, blah from YouTube suggested, blah, blah, blah from YouTube search terms. And then it's like outside sources. And I was like, oh, let me see, because we had like 15 or 20% from outside sources. So I clicked on it and it's like, here are some of the outside sources, and cruise deck plans was the number one thing with our Facebook stuff, because we post to Facebook and people would click it from there to go in. And then I backtracked it, and sure enough, they've got people who go around and pull YouTube videos, and your link's there. So when somebody clicks on it, you're getting the views. They've just pulled your video and put it into their deck plan or their room tour. And there's multiple pictures and links you can click to all the different videos that are out there that they've gathered, which was kind of cool.
Cool.
Okay. Hopefully this is right.
So Kevin's talking because I knew that you had the full version, and that's what kind of gave me the idea to go that way as well. But he's been using the upgraded version for a while.
Yeah, maybe we should do a ChatGPT talk one time.
Yeah.
So we can, because I mean, this is new technology. I mean,
yeah. And that's actually, I'm glad you put that out there, Kevin, the projects feature.
Yeah.
Because Mel and I were trying to figure out how we could get ChatGPT and both be able to utilize it without it becoming convoluted in our search history. And that's creating the project. It's basically a folder. And so we have Ryan's personal chats, Mel's personal chats, the YouTube channel chats, the British Isle chat. And now we can do multiple chats within the projects and just click on the project to go to our own personal versus everything getting jumbled up. So it's definitely a cool feature. And with the upgraded version, I don't know if I'll play it tonight. Probably not tonight because I didn't set it up. But part of my regular just $20 a month version gives me access to Sora AI video creation. And you can do 5 or 10.
I haven't messed with it yet. So
10 seconds at 480. 480. What am I thinking? Resolution. Yeah. Or 5-second clips at 720 resolution, AI creation stuff. So you tell it the scene that you want it to do, and then it will build either a 5-second clip or a 10-second clip based on what resolution you're asking for. And I actually use that to make about 90% of my Virgin Voyages Bringing Sexy Back ad.
Oh, is that where that came from?
So that's where that came from. I was playing with the new toy I had. So anyway, but that's on a side note. That's not really going to help you with the cruise, other than just having fun with some AI clips. But cool.
What about some gadgets?
Yeah.
Yo, yo, yo.
Welcome in, Travel
Travel
Cake
Cake
Trips. But there you go. So, what other gadgets do you like to bring with you, Eddie? Like other than your phone, or do you have anything else that you guys like to bring? I'm sure like USB hubs and stuff like that. But what?
Oh yeah,
other-
I got my own charging station. I do bring an extra, cord, electric cord, a couple of fans, about three different USB C connecting chargers, just to keep everything going. And I'm finally going to try out my electric wheelchair this coming up cruise. We're
Nice.
bringing it to test it out and see what it feels like in it. Hopefully, we're not sure about the. I do have a walker, which I'm not sure about yet if we're going to bring it or not, but we'll see. Extra charger for the phone just in case. Um, um, my laptop. I do bring the laptop if I have Wi-Fi on the cruise, which we will have Wi-Fi on the Aqua. So I'm definitely bringing the laptop with me, so I could
Yeah,
come live from there. But I leave everything else, the mics, the extra mics. I just carry a bunch of cameras and stuff with me, and eventually start cutting down. All I use now is the cell phone.
Right.
So I mean, and there I got everything. Having the Wi-Fi in the ship with the laptop, I'm able to download everything and record again the next day. So once I'm home, then I do all the editing and videos and all that.
Yeah. And
On the
we've
ship,
noticed
I
that
just-
too.
Yeah.
As far as our camera equipment, we use mainly the cell phone when we're inside in low light area because the iPhone 15 has a better low light resolution. We use the Pocket 3 for a lot of the ship tours and outside stuff.
GoPro.
GoPros when we're doing snorkeling or if we want to time lapse or something like that. But our Sony camera I haven't used too frequently. That used to be our go-to camera, but with the Pocket 3,
It's so small.
it's so small. It's easier. But I still use the Sony for my other channel now, the Ryan Parker Studios. That's what I use to record like all of my cooking and all of that stuff there. So it's definitely still something I use, and I use it when I need to like zoom in because it has an interchangeable lens now, so I can use that to zoom in if I'm doing still shots or still video at a distance. So, but all right. So let me share now what I had set up. We're going to show you a couple of other.
A fan is a must thing for us.
Yeah, here we go. So
Yes.
this right here. At first, Mel was I got the cheaper version, and at first she was like rolling her eyes.
Yeah, exactly.
And what we ended up doing was we brought it with us on the Vista. And the cheaper version was actually really, I guess it didn't.
I think it was
I guess
$20 or
it
$30 cheaper than
Yeah, it was like $20 or $30 cheaper than this one. But within 2 days, the oscillating part of it broke. And so it was still able to go there and fold up, and I wish we had it, but it's in the RV right now.
Yeah, because we left in the RV just because we have it's great because it's got a remote.
Yeah.
And it's magnetic remote, so that way we don't lose the remote.
Yeah. It's about the size of about 8 inches or so,
it
maybe
folds
6 or 8
down
inches.
to like that, like in
Yeah.
a disc, and that's it. So it's really compact. It doesn't take up a lot of room.
Yeah.
But it's a really powerful fan.
Yeah. So I mean, all the little ones that we had that we were taking with us, we don't need it anymore. All we need is this. Put it on. You can either be on the ground because it literally can go up to almost 5 feet tall, so it can sit right on the ground, or adjust it if you're putting it on the countertop, and then it'll oscillate, so it'll keep the air moving throughout the whole room. Very, very cool thing, and I'm glad I sunk the money in that. The other thing we have is this we started when Royal Caribbean started doing the whole, oh, you can't bring anything that has an extension cord or multi-plugs in it. You can only bring USB or USB-C towers. So this is a European style plug that you can plug in and then have USB or regular power cords if you need it.
Right.
And here's a hint that I realized on the Vista, so you'll thank me for it. All of the plugs around the ship are European ones in public areas.
Yes.
So if you're on a ship that lets you bring ones with the regular plug-ins for like laptop cords and stuff like that, take this, your European plug, go sit next to Java Blue, for instance, on the Vista, and underneath the back chairs. They're hard to find, but in
we saw it at Red Frog.
Red Frog Rum Brewery at the very beginning.
Yep.
And about 2 tables down after you get into the Java Blue area, there's a European plug. So you can plug up and hook your computer up and have power to work out there in the public spaces. So
definitely.
The air tags, yes, is a must too for us now, because we stick one in, well, we got one in our truck, and we stick one in our bags and one in our backpacks just in case. So that way we always can locate, hey, my bags are on, and you know, we're for sure at least our bags made it on.
Yep. That's one thing to help us. This I have not played with yet, or actually purchased, but it's on the list. It's a small ceiling fan that breaks down about the size of the Venti one here. So we opted to go with this one, but this one can hang from the roof or ceiling. So this was more of an RV thing.
With that though, because some cruise lines won't let you hang stuff in the ceiling anymore.
Yeah, so it depends, because you can take the I was thinking take the magnetic clips, put that on the ceiling, and then hang that above the bed, and you've got yourself a ceiling fan. But some cruisers are starting to cut down on that.
Okay.
But what did we have anything else specific on here?
This is what I just bought.
That's her new one. Tell them about it.
That's my Amazon Prime deal. So this is I
don't think I've added it yet to the list. I'll need to do that.
This is a Tay gear. So it is considered a large, I guess, but I just opened it today. It has a lock. It can fit a 15-inch laptop back here. But I mainly bought it. Where is it? There's so many pockets in this thing. This was on sale for $30, so I'm so kind of excited about this.
Yeah, usually $100, and Prime Day deal right now it's 70% off, so it's $29.99.
It expands. I zipped it and expanded. It's got a rain cover. It has a suction thing if I can ever find the thing to open it.
Yeah, I'll show you guys, since obviously she is not putting it at all.
I'm trying to
in
find
the camera view.
I'm trying to find the zipper. There's like 6 zippers.
Not bad the price either.
Yeah, so it's like $30, and it's got like a hand pump, and it's got a spot for you to put it in there. So once you pack it up, you can pump the air out, and it'll compress everything down for you.
Yeah. So this here, the front.
So it's
you could almost put like your dirty clothes here, right here, because it goes up.
It's basically a vacuum seal backpack that you can put stuff in and then compress down.
So I thought this would be good for like a weekend or whatever. Mm-hmm. Like I know some people who are getting this for Christmas. Hopefully she's not watching.
Can you put a laptop in there?
You can. It's a 15-inch laptop.
Actually, this one says 17-inch laptop.
Oh,
so now I want one for myself.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at too.
Because she said 15, and I was like, well, my laptop's 16, but this is saying 17-inch.
This year, here's the laptop pocket.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I'm off the camera.
Yeah. So the laptop pocket's up here.
There's a on the side pocket. I just noticed there's an insulated, not that side. Almost like you could stick like a snack.
So last time I have to carry these laptops in the bag.
So yeah, it's got the silver for insulation on that side. lots of small pockets so you can put like a wallet or a phone or something like that.
So far,
for
the
easy
material
access.
feels pretty nice too. It doesn't feel thin.
Yeah.
And
So anyway, she just found this a couple of days ago, but there you guys go. I just added it to our.
is it still $30?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna get another one for me.
Okay.
But I actually just added it to our list. So if you're interested, please go to our list and click on it.
Send it to me. Send me the link to my messenger.
All right. But that's definitely a cool little gadget that we literally just added.
Finally found the pocket.
So
See, there's the suction part. But anyway,
yeah.
there's so many pockets in here. I just opened it today.
Let me catch up because now I know I'm behind saying hi to people. There we go. Denise!
Hello.
Welcome
Denise.
in, Denise. Is it not working?
I don't know where my buttons are. Oh.
Hey, good to see you guys.
Flynn from Tron. And I thought I saw somebody else. Ah, there we go. Ron!
Hey, Ron.
Ron!
Ready.
We gotta get
Yeah.
off here soon.
Yeah.
See.
Oh wait, Chris has got
How
some stuff.
heavy is that backpack on its own?
That's a good question. Let me see if I can find it.
It's not too heavy, but it doesn't feel thin.
In Mel's expert words, it's not too heavy.
It's not too heavy. Well, it's empty right now, so I'm sure I could load it up. I have a tendency to overload my bags.
See,
I'm trying to see if there's anything in here.
at the Parker's house, Mel is the one with the muscles.
Yes,
Yeah.
right.
See, compatible with 17 inches, a laptop. It's got 14 pockets. Item weight, 3 pounds. So it's 3 pounds on its own, and its storage volume, 35 liters.
Nice.
It's got a lifetime warranty.
Lifetime warranty.
Sweet.
And then a
Right.
pack-safe anti-theft bag when you go swimming. That's actually a good idea, too.
It has a what?
There's a pack-safe anti-theft
Oh,
bag when you're
different
going
thing.
swimming and
I'm
stuff.
gonna
So
say
different
that
thing.
doesn't have that.
Yeah.
There's a waterproof thing on this one though too.
Yeah, it does have a little, like in the bottom, it had a little Velcro that you could take out, and then it's got a waterproof that you can pull up and over it.
Or
So-
water resistant.
Or water resistant, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, there's a bunch of stuff that we can go over as far as gadgets, but we're gonna have to get to our favorites. I think there's our water bag.
Yeah. So this is one of our favorites too. The Oak Creek Outdoor Supply. It's a 30-liter dry bag.
So when we know we're going on a boat or
Mm-hmm.
an excursion where there's water, we'll bring this to put our camera equipment in.
Yeah. And it folds down, and it hooks together, and then has another Velcro latch, so it keeps things nice and dry.
We've used it at Niagara.
Yeah. And then this is always a good thing, especially if you're flying or need to be cognizant of your weight. It's a very light, $13 for an electronic weight measure.
Yeah.
So you hook it up on the handle, you pick it up, and then it'll tell you, how heavy your bag is. And then these are the compression bags that we were talking about. This is the old version. It's the one that's you can lay on and push the air out. I did buy some new ones, and I don't know if they're on the list yet, but the new ones I have actually has a little handheld battery operated vacuum that sucks the air out, so I don't have to lay down on it anymore. But definitely some cool things on this list that we've put together for the different types of suitcase. This is my rolling bag suitcase. If I'm doing a 3-day cruise, I can get everything, including my CPAP, inside this for 3 days.
Right.
Cheryl would not be able to do that because she's got 30 shoes for 3 days. We all know
That could be her shoe bag, though. That could be her shoe bag.
And then this is the blue bag that we take as far as the luggage bag itself. It's probably going to be too big for our British Isle cruise, especially if we have to get on trains.
Yeah, we're gonna have to think that whole process. That's why I bought this bag. I want to try it out. for the MSC cruise, because this might be the bag I take on the airplane.
Yep.
Possibly.
These are some of the other things. So again, these were the other, if you're just looking for a cheapy travel fan, this is what we used first. It's got a USB plug that hooks in, and that it's fine if you have it near you. These are the magnetic hooks we use. Again, this one, I like this as my pill case for vitamins and stuff like that. Doesn't pop open like the individual ones do. It's a slide out for 7 days. And then Melly loves this laundry basket because it weighs next to nothing, and she can fold it up and put it in the bottom of one of our suitcases.
Yeah, because I like to put our dirty clothes like tucked somewhere in the closet or something like that. I don't like to throw them in the bag yet because I like to put them in the plastic bags when we go home so it doesn't smell up everything in the bag.
Yeah. And then we have, this is our USB that we use, the USB hub for all of our charging. And if I'm at a place that lets me do extended
past
ones.
the fairy lights. Yes, I have fairy lights that I hang until the cruise lines told me I could no longer do it.
Yeah. Some of them still let you, but most of them don't let you do fairy lights anymore.
Yeah. They're battery operated, so you don't plug them in. So sometimes I can get away with it and hang them on the walls because I'll take them and wrap them around the hooks.
Yeah. This was a cool one. It's lets you go back and forth between regular USB and USB-C connections. So you can plug it wherever you need to go. And then we've got some other hubs on there, depending on this one we have.
Ryan has got a lot of plugs on there.
I mean, we've got a lot because we've gone through a couple of ones, and depending on what cruise line you're with, it's going to dictate what kind you can use.
All right, babe, you got 3 minutes before we gotta get
okay.
off.
But these are my go-to now, especially for Royal, because this is the USB-C and a European style, so I can utilize that European plug in the room, and then the straight-out plug-in USB and USB-C for Royal. So these are the two that I bring when I go on
says
Royal.
You have a nice hub.
Thanks for looking at my hub. And then here's another one, again, that's even more expansion. So we have a few different styles depending on what you like. But all right. I think that will bring us to an end because we do have to prep for
hopping over
to Ryan Parker Studios or to Fam Adventures or Culture Culture to do the football show. So thank you all for watching. Eddie, thanks for coming in and hanging with us again while CJ and Christine were
that's right. University of Miami.
Yep.
You, baby.
And then after our 8 o'clock college football.
I do have Georgia here too, though.
Yep. 9 o'clock is Thirsty Thursday trivia with Denise and Scott.
Yeah, tonight at 9 p.m.
And then last thing that Chris has in, he's got some battery backups, for overnight flights. And I agree. I've got one as well for my backup. So.
Yeah, Ryan has a whole setup for when we boondock with HCPAT. You should ask him about.
Yeah, that'll be a later date. We'll talk about that. But we do need to go so I can get the other one ready to go. So thank you guys again. And we'll see you around the channel.
Or on the scenic route.
Bye, everyone.